Hello. Whoa. Why is the stream boss different here than on the other page? What is going on?
What's going on? There's gotta be a better way.
Stream boss, refresh. That's weird. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the AAA meeting. I am your host, Sinatra Says, and I completely forgot I was hosting today till like an hour ago.
Yeah, he texted going, oh, I forgot. I was just like, ain't my fucking problem, bro.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's not. But hello, everybody. Welcome back. With me is my co-host, Jeruncle.
That's me.
What's going on, buddy?
It's Monday, my dudes. No, not a lot, mate. Not a lot. I'm quite tired today.
How was your weekend?
Yeah. No, it's fun. Yeah. Lots of, general merriment, joviality. Crossed a cup of wine or two. And watched some Halloween films. Went to the old VHS. I told a friend about it. He'd never even heard of it. The VHS 1 and 2. And I mean, those films are hit and miss. They are, but I mean, it's short films meshed together by another short film. The first one is better. Like people finding these. Well, the very first one in the first one, I Like You with the vampire bitch.
Yeah, I Like You.
I love that. That's brilliant because she looks fucking terrifying.
I Like You.
You know, and then she turns into like spoilers, a giant fucking bat,
a giant fucking vampire,
and it's just awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, but what is a vampire but a giant bat? Well, let's not get into the politics, obviously. But excellent. And we really enjoyed that. And then I think we were just chatting shit over the rest of it.
I like,
but then, that ended, and then you put on VHS 2 after that, and they just get steadily worse and worse as time goes on, doesn't it? But it's awfully reminiscent of Sinister, where they find the VHS tapes in the attic, and it's of the previous occupants of the house and how they died.
Yeah, that one.
Found footage. I've been all about the found footage, Sim.
I don't remember being too impressed with Sinister.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there was only one where like
people
got killed via a lawnmower. That was
that was like
all I remember, because
only
that was
memorable one.
Yeah. No, I mean the same with VHS though. Just the very first one, that I Like You, and I love I Like You. But the rest is like, don't try to make any sense out of them, because there's no point. There's no point. How are you, though, Sin? How was your weekend? And that was the last I ever heard of him.
It was good. I went camping with the kids, and I played Dragon Ball. That was my weekend.
Oh, of course. Yeah, how is it?
And we did our little game stream after the show Friday.
We weren't little. No,
it was about 3-something hours.
That was a hefty stream, man. That was for all involved. There was. We laughed, we cried, we hugged.
I think killed at one Ed, point, and I killed screamed.
You. Yeah, you killed me quite a lot. Yeah, why is it you always find the cursed objects? I don't know.
Well, I don't.
As soon as you go at Drunkle, come in here, come over here. I'm like, no.
I don't always find them. If Sam finds them, he gives them to me.
Right, okay, right. It's the intern's fault. Yep, fair enough.
I started playing Minecraft.
Fair enough.
See, I can't do that. Like, because once I start playing it, that's it.
That's it.
So I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs. I just saw Kiro Soldier through $1 and it didn't pop up, but that might just be the $1. Could someone drop like I think the 5 is the next.
1,000. Drop 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Well, I still have 35 plus unhit donations. So you can unlock one.
I've only had a couple of hit donations, but it's difficult because today I would normally be hosting and there'd be the donation list and everything. But we'll get to see it on Friday, guys. And I've got designs on making a couple more between now and then as well. So it's getting there. The decorations are up, and we're feeling spooky.
We're feeling so spooky.
Well, I am.
I tried.
So spooky.
I tried the Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's.
What? They're doing legitimate Krabby Patties?
Yeah, it's called the Krabby Patty meal, and it's like a Dave single. You know, it's just that's.
No, I don't know what that is.
It's like a single cheeseburger.
Where does the Dave part come from?
That's the guy who originally made the company.
Guy, Dave. You know, with Dave.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Gloucestershire.
Everyone knows a Big Dave, certainly, but I don't. Did he invent the cheeseburger?
Well, he invented the Dave single.
But I'm glad I can find out these things.
I tried it and it was fine. A little disappointing. Because the only difference between a regular Wendy's burger and this was the sauce. And that's it. That's the only difference. So I paid like $3 extra for this single patty burger.
But you're paying for the name, aren't you? Did a sponge make it?
No, judging by the people at the window, it was a very hefty woman.
But that could have been Dave.
No, I don't think her name was Dave.
Well, 2024, man. You don't know.
I am pretty sure.
Year, for God's sake.
I am willing to bet money her name is not Dave.
Could be. Don't know. Did she have a beard?
I don't believe so. If I were to test, okay, that worked. Oh, you know what? I just clicked over to the alert box, and somehow the minimum amount to set off an alert was set to $6. Or
what?
$3. Sorry. So I put it back down to $1. If I were to announce I have a job again starting tomorrow. Nice, CTB. Congratulations, buddy.
Good work, bud. Proud of you.
I got served at a drive-thru Wendy's last time by a one-armed woman. Yeah, that's all she needs to work a drive-thru window is one arm.
I suppose.
Take your card, hand the food.
Yeah.
It's not really a two-arm required job.
There's not a lot of things do require two arms, do they? Like in order to do, I mean, it might take a little bit longer, but diversity is our strength.
It's
that's
one way to put it.
There was a protest outside the Kremlin years ago. And they're not big on protests over in Russia. But they would, in order to show their unhappiness with the current administration in Russia, they would applaud outside the Kremlin, which could then, of course, that's now you are definitely protesting. So anyone who was clapping their hands got put in the back of a van and never heard from again, including a one-armed man. And I went, oh, that's terrible. Hold on, how? You think he was giving it the beat? He was chapping his chest, like, "Come on, in."
Yeah, that's what I would assume. Like his thigh.
Yeah. It's not really clapping, though, is it? That's just stop hitting yourself.
Thank you for the buck. It isn't even a Krabby Patty. Everyone knows that it's made with a sesame seed bun. The Krabby Patty is, for sure. I don't remember.
Are Drunkle and Sin changing this week? Yeah, Drunkle will have Friday. I will not be here on Friday.
He will not be here, guys.
No Sin Friday. But I will be listening.
So me and Polly, we're going to go nuts.
You guys, Dad's leaving, so you guys are tearing the house apart.
We're going to get naked. Going to watch that video we're not allowed to watch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm missing the party.
When the sin's away, the cunts come out to play.
Let the sin begin.
Hey!
So no game on Friday then? You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. So I
feel like a Friday to you now.
I was just scrolling the twits before we got started, and I caught a 3-minute compilation video. Do you remember Thunderfoot?
I do. Oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Apparently, He lost his mind over the whole Trump thing, as a lot of these people did.
Right.
He is now on the anti-Elon Musk, anti-SpaceX train, all that shit. And he watched the entire landing of the SpaceX rocket that, you know, it landed and they caught it, and, you know, it's
the chopsticks.
Yeah. And oh, fuck, if I could find the video now, I would. It was like 3 minutes straight of him going, well, it's actually not that impressive. You know, they fucked up here and here. And it was like an hour of it. Fuck, let me see if I can find it. It was like,
it's not that impressive.
Yeah.
How many rockets you landed, Thunderfoot? I hate these fucking backseat astronauts, man.
He's criticized the video of dozens.
Literally.
Oh, here.
Dozens.
Okay, I found it. I just looked up on Twitter, Thunderfoot.
How can you say they cinched it first time as well? Like there was no fucking about with that. They got it first time. How is he, a scientist, criticizing SpaceX?
Well, he's a YouTuber.
God, he looks fucking gnarly, doesn't he?
Take a look at this shit.
He's had a rough paper round.
Why you no work? No. There. Okay.
And this time, apparently, they're going to try and bring the booster back and not ditch it in the ocean. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, boom, boom. Bit of a lean on that.
Lovely.
Look at the, watch the comments coming across.
Huh.
So cool.
That's an awfully red flame. That's an awfully red flame. Oh, yeah, the liquid oxygen is significantly lower than the... Okay, all engines going. A little bit of a flicker there. I'm not so...
He's having such a hard time with this. All right, we got the dollars working again.
That's a red flame. Yeah? So?
Fucklesnuck, I find it I find a delightful irony in Thunderfoot building his identity, being irrational. Now he's just an emotional crybaby whose relevance is lost. Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Oh, sure, I like
Remind you of a certain neurologist atheist?
Neurologist atheist. Neurologist.
I don't know any neurologists.
Shimonhead?
Yeah, Shimonhead, you nailed it.
It's got a head in it, hasn't it? Like, who's the neurologist atheist? And we never heard from him again.
The greenish hues. This doesn't look right. It didn't look like that last time. I don't greatly keep up to speed with the details of this. You know, the... What?
Then why are you running a stream giving your scientific opinion on it?
It's not even really scientific, though, is it? Oh, red flame. It's not like, red flame at night, Spaceman's delight, or anything like that. You're just pointing out colours at this point, Thunderfoot. What the fuck?
I could watch and go, oh yeah, that's red.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Fire hot.
People are still guessing. Did you guys not hear me say Harris? Sam Harris?
No,
we didn't hear you at all. No,
sorry. Sam Harris is who I was referring to there.
He's a neurologist. I didn't know that.
They're actually going to take something to orbit. Like, you know, even if you can get all of this to work, it's all kind of naught. What else that? Are they dumping something?
Did he predict that something bad was going to happen? There's no way it's going to launch, whatever?
I think he's waiting for something bad to happen.
Like, you see all the, I'm here for the coping. Like, I'm assuming they means like Thunderfoot's pink-shirted coping.
Probably. I don't know. I'm making this up. No. It's falling off.
Don't say that part.
Okay. Look terribly straight. Right. So, yeah.
Does it have... I don't think it's supposed to be straight. It's coming in from outer space.
It doesn't go up straight.
At the moment, about the speed of sound, right? Okay, we're good on all of the relays.
Yeah.
Bits flying off. Because otherwise.
Oh my God! Look at it.
Okay, not bad. Now is the tricky bit. Is you've got to get all of the fuel out of this. Works, I guess.
They're having a good time, Thunderfoot. Why not you?
I mean, the fifth flight of the Saturn V, SpaceX was meant to be doing that. 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
I've got a lot of crow to eat because I launched 20 more of them, create a depot, create a lunar starship, and which brings me on to
I love this roller coaster of cope edging.
Cope edging? Jesus Christ, that's disgusting.
Why there is no market for this thing, even if everything Musk does here turns out to be a great success. So I guess we can shoot the shit for a bit about the Cyber Taxi event where he made it super futuristic by painting the tires gold. A little bit. Oh, Sparks. Sparks is bad news. Yeah, melting through here. You see. On the bright side, it did better than last time. I didn't see the engines burning, so yeah. Okay. That's these are your engines lighting up at 0 kilometers, and he's overcooked. It's quite hard to burn methane. That's the end of the feed. That's presumably when it blows up. Yeah, so okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, poor guy.
Just to see, like, these people, and Trump is the catalyst for a lot of this, but they've lost their minds.
It's just searching for anything, isn't it? I mean, he said at the beginning, guaranteed debris field. It didn't happen, so he's like, yeah, red flame. Sparks! There are sparks!
So what does he do that he would criticize someone else for with his rational analysis? He moves the goalposts. Yeah, so I guess I got a lot of crow to eat. All they got to do is launch 20 more times and then do this moon base, blah, blah, blah. Is that what you were here to see? Them do all of that? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I thought this was just one rocket launch.
That was going to result in this debris field, right?
I absolutely love the information we're getting, like almost a fucking heads-up display on the bottom of the screen as well. Oh man, what a time to be alive.
Everyone loves the useless graphs and numbers. Everyone.
No, it's basically, I mean, you're showing how much fucking oxidizer and fuel's left. You got, I mean, even just like that little picture of the rocket there is showing the pitch that it's currently at as well. It's just fucking brilliant.
I just like the dials and numbers and shit.
I mean, he does, yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that? But you got speed and altitude as well. Like that's good stuff. For anyone who's played Kerbal Space Program, you've got a chub on just like me right now.
Yeah, I find that stuff interesting.
Sin, you say that Trump's a catalyst. I agree, but I'm suspicious still. It's like, can one orange man really be the result of all these people losing their fucking minds?
I don't know if
it seems like it's more than that.
Trump,
like it's
as a human, I think it's what he represented, just the big fuck you to the system, and telling a lot of these people, no, you can't have your way right now, actually.
But I mean, there have been times when when people didn't get their way voting before. I mean, when George W. Bush won the first time, big upset, contested election, etc. Right? But it didn't result in this. This is them crestfallen. This is them wanting to deny the election results and accusing the other side of doing exactly that. Did they really think that like Obama winning was going to be a wave of liberal leadership on into the distant future?
I think they genuinely did, yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's my guess where I'm at now. It's like Clinton was going to be third term for Obama, and then it all just kind of like broke short on the levees.
I do think it's a lot more simple. I really do think it's just them being told no.
What might answer your question, Polly, is do you think that Thunderfoot would be so critical of this launch if Elon Musk wasn't a Trump supporter?
No, 100% no.
Yeah.
No, but I would be willing to bet that that's it. But let's just say that he had never spoken to Trump and he had a policy of not talking about elections or whatever. Okay, so he never even mentioned it. He would be identified as Trump adjacent, and he'd still be mad.
Oh, because unless you come out and endorse Kamala, then you know anyone who's not a fucking Democrat is automatically a Trump supporter, MAGA.
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, if Musk was like, vote for Harris, Thunderfoot would be creaming his jeans over this launch.
Oh yeah. M4 Sherman, I joined late, so what's this guy bitching about? All I hear is Cope and Clown World talking from a mouth breather. He's complaining that the Musk rocket didn't go boom. And that's pretty much it. Hello, Sen, I had a stupid weekend having to work on my birthday Saturday. Fantastic Halloween movie recommendation would be Ernest Scared Stupid. Happy birthday and
brilliant.
Thank you, Kiro Soldier. The ability to separate politics and science is critical to achieve anything in humanity. Well, you would think so, Jack, but a lot of these people, Thunderfoot is not a scientist. He might have been at one point, but he is an activist now.
Right.
Like, we don't have journalists anymore. We have activists.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have politicians anymore. We have activists.
Yeah.
But Sam Harris, he's such a great example. I mean, this guy was the paragon of rationality. Don't get me caught up with your emotional sky daddy arguments, blah, blah, blah. That guy's an emotional wreck.
Poor guy.
I mean, talk about pulling your own skirt up. Damn, dude.
Thunderfoot used to seem so cool to me. Didn't he go, really hardcore head-to-head against Sargon for a while?
Oh, I don't recall that.
No, I thought Thunderfoot and Sargon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was... Holy shit, that takes me back. I was going to say, no, they were he looked up to him, and I'm like, no, wait, you're right. They beefed because Sargon got bigger than him, and Thunderfoot got some feelings over it. Imagine how he feels now.
It was supposed to be Hillary that won 2016. It was going to be Democrat in the office till the end of time. Yeah, I honestly do think it is just as simple as these people were told no on something. Yeah. No, you cannot have it your way. No, you cannot do this. And they have thrown the biggest temper tantrum ever since.
But nobody was saying that. The liberal leadership into the foreseeable future. We're gonna really get some things accomplished here. It's gonna be a new international liberal governance order, and it didn't happen. And the parade marshal of their no fest was Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
Trump was
been a pleasure to see.
Trump was just the bludgeon that people used to beat these other people over the head with. Trump was just the object, but he has since become the lightning rod, and we're going to get more into that in a little bit. It's actually the titular article.
Oh.
I thought Sargon was pro-Brexit. Yeah, Brexit was the other thing. All these people were
was
absolutely
Thunderfoot
not.
A Remainer?
I believe so, yeah. Sargon was pro-leave the EU.
Oh, yeah. That would put them definitely on at odds.
Brexit was about the same time as Trump, wasn't it?
Yeah, roundabout. Yeah, close enough. Close enough to have some kind of link between them, certainly.
Yeah, Brexit and Trump were the two big events that really got people all up in a twist.
It drove them insane.
I think it literally did. And it does seem, in my opinion, to be as simple as the fact that they were told no.
Yeah. Things didn't go their way, and they it was the inauguration, the 45th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and then that woman going, no! That was all of them. I mean, brilliant footage as well. What a year that was! I really enjoyed that year.
My favorite thing is the compilations. When was Brexit vote? It was June of 2016, so
Young Turks compilation of Election Night 2016.
My favorite thing was all the white women in their cars screaming.
I had a great year.
Jeff Holiday was another big
they rented the
anti-SJW.
Javits Center in New York for Hillary Clinton's campaign party, for her victory party, because it had a glass ceiling. So she could make a reference to having broke the glass ceiling.
Oh my God.
That didn't work out.
No.
Yeah, Jeff Holiday was another one that went crazy. He blocked me on Twitter forever ago.
He blocked me on Twitter as well. I did imply that his wife looked like a horse.
I think we were arguing because he's big on gun control, and obviously I'm not.
Sorry, who is?
Jeff Holiday. I'm pretty sure we were
Holiday.
going back and forth on it, and you just blocked me.
And I mean, yeah, fuck it. Thunderfoot, he prominent anti-SGW, went to the dark side. Jeff Holiday, so Fane. It's a shame. It's these people that, because obviously their channels were around long before mine. And these are people, I thoroughly enjoyed their content. I was like, I want to be like that. And then they just, he was supposed to destroy the dark side, not join it.
Yeah, you were the chosen one. The good old days.
Vito with Chris Ray gun.
He got to.
Now he's banging Lacey Green.
He got to fuck Lacey Green though, so he kind of.
I'd have had a look.
Yeah,
he made it out all right.
Yeah, he did.
No
okay.
one's going bad for Chris Ray gun. Yeah, no one.
Okay, as far as the YouTube feminist one, everyone was like, "Yeah, okay, Lacey Green's fine."
Yeah, it was the tits. And then also, as soon as it came out that they were fucking bumping boots, she just got completely fucking thrown out by her own side.
Oh, dude, Lacey
sleeping with the enemy.
But Lacey Green, remember her whole "Hey there, my sex posy babes." That's what she'd say. Start every stream. She was all about sex positivity, and feminism was third or fourth on her priority list. Remember when she argued certain feminist talking points with what's her name?
Blair White
woman there, dark hair, Blair White.
Blair White.
Yeah. And Blair White destroyed her, and Blair White's no professional debater. It's just that wasn't Lacey Green's thing.
It took me age because I remember that debate happening, but I didn't know it was happening until someone said, it was another content creator sent me a tweet, because there was a Milo Stewart video. Oh God, I'm imagining a pussy again. A Milo Stewart video where I count. That was bloody mysterious.
For the 100 bits.
That came out of nowhere. That was good.
Right, yeah, I enjoyed that. Well, I counted the amount of times that all the people in the video said the word "like." And it was just a little thing up in the screen. And then I got a tweet from someone saying, are you going to count these? #green versus white. And I was like, what the fuck is green? Is there a new black and white game came out? What's going on? And they were talking about the debate between them and the amount of times that Lacey Green clicked her fucking pen. And I'm going, I'm not
the
sitting
pen
there
clicking thing. Good memory.
Yeah.
Pissing everyone off with the anxious pen click.
I just looked up Lacey Green, and it's still hot.
Yeah.
Her whole thing, I remember, she wanted to be a sex therapist. She was going to go into a doctoral program in psychology for sex therapy.
She definitely let him get in the butt.
I mean, it's all about sex positivity, isn't it?
Good for him.
That's why I don't find it that amazing that did she really step away from anything, or just keep her main priority and leave the side gig alone?
Well, she got pushed out as soon as people found out that she was seeing Chris Ray Gun. They were just like, "Oh, you're not a fucking feminist." And,
you know what?
Her own people were actually quite nasty to her.
That he was.
Yeah, right.
That's a damn good point. Ever since the adpocalypse, a lot of SJW's channels turned. They wanted money and likes more than yeah,
good shout.
And a ton of channels just gave up, disappeared, stopped making content.
Armored Skeptic, what?
No, not you. You're still here. You're still on.
I'm still here. I'm here, and I'm trans. Armored Skeptic, I think he was relying a lot on the fact that he was dating a hot girl.
You think so?
You know,
you say relying is like, I don't really think he was aware of it. I think he deluded himself into thinking he was charming.
But then, you know, that went south for the both of them. And I mean, she's still doing absolutely fine. And he just kind of slunk off into the shadows.
Yeah, she went and became a fucking quasi-fake online Marxist who somehow loves personal property. Go figure.
Yeah, that's how
nice
it all
look
goes.
out
there. All right, I saw her nudes. They were good.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, swords and everything.
Armored Skeptic is Salad. They look the exact fucking same. Hold on. I gotta look this up now. Armored Skeptic. Images. Oh
Nudes.
my fucking God, Zach. Hold on.
Oh my God, it's Sophie Turner.
Holy shit. Dude.
What?
Do you think that's who Salad is modeling his look after? Holy fuck. Salad?
It's just a guy with a beard, isn't it?
Salad?
Yeah,
Skeptic.
no.
Salad? Oh my God.
Nah, I'm not. No, because
one guy has a hell of a lot more smarm than the other.
Yeah. I mean, one's wearing a fucking bow tie and a smoking jacket and brushes his beard. Let's be honest. He gets up and he gets every fucking follicle facing in the right direction. Whereas Salad here, he's just grown a beard.
I'm at this point with mine right now. I haven't shaved it in like a month.
Yeah?
Dude, I look like a homeless guy.
Giving me change, people.
I don't.
He did say everyone copied him, including Megon, anybody who had anybody who disagreed with something or attempted to apply reason to something was copying Armored Skeptic, the man who invented logical analysis.
Yeah, he invented disagreeing with things, you see.
I
should have put a patent on it, really.
Next week, and I'm shooting a Halloween event, and Shelly and I are dressing up in a couple's costume, naturally. And I am the lumberjack that saves it. I know it's a huntsman, but I am the lumberjack that saves Little Red Riding Hood, so I'm letting my beard grow out, and I'm going to shape it up later this week.
Why don't you just be the huntsman?
Because I said I should be the huntsman to keep it lore accurate, and she said, and I quote, "You're not wearing a gay vest."
And that was that. Okay. All right.
Who are you, Armored Skeptic?
I asked, and that was a definitive answer. Well done.
There she is in the chat. You're not wearing the huntsman tights. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's fine. Hell. Yeah. Shelly, and I didn't even argue with it. I was like, I'd like to keep it lore accurate, but.
Why would you keep it lore accurate? I don't think people are going to be like, he's not got the 15th century buttons. I just don't believe his costume.
I would. I would. Ahoy, hoy, Sin. Do you know some curse knowledge? Take a look around the room and pick. Polly and Drunkle can participate too. When you select an object, keep reading.
What?
Look around your
grab
object.
Something that's got some writing on it and read away?
Look around your room and pick something.
How about a book?
Okay. All right, Shelly.
A book, fine. I pick my candelabra in the corner.
Oh, you are Armored Skeptic. Could have gone fleshlight.
Drunkle picks his fleshlight.
I pick Sinatra's fleshlight.
Drunkle picks his fleshlight. Despite never having licked this object, you know how it feels on your tongue. No, I do not know how my Goodwill photo prop candelabra feels on my tongue.
I bet you do, though, because it's going to be like, it's just metallic.
No, I think it's either wood or ceramic.
That handheld accordion thing with the buttons on the end?
Huh?
That's just an accordion. Are you on about my flashlight?
What did you say, Sin? You found? You selected?
Goodwill candelabra.
Oh, I'm thinking of a concertina. Never mind. Never mind. It all came together.
No, I bought a candelabra at Goodwill because I thought it'd be cool for pictures, and I put it in my corner, and I haven't touched it since.
It's cursed. It's a cursed object.
Was that a $1 donut? No, that was a $5. But
and she's hot.
But anyway, we have tabs to get to, and I say tabs because I kind of hastily threw them together today.
Yeah.
And what I had for the Friday show, I wasn't hosting. So if you guys would please smash the like button, share it out on your social media, should you feel so inclined. Streamlabs are listed down below, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 34 new donations, all annotated with question marks listed.
Oh, for God's sake, I thought you were counting the tabs of stories you had.
No, but it is about the same.
Could have just said so. We got lots. There's lots.
34 to 36 new donations listed down below. The 100 has nothing behind it, so I don't remember if that got hit, and I didn't input it. No, the 100's new. Anyway, you get the point. A whole bunch of new fun stuff and a whole bunch of tabs to get through. So we saw that. Now let's get to this. Not just mothers, fathers also need paid leave, and presidential candidates must address that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, paternity leave, yeah.
Fathers, as much as especially leftists for some reason hate this idea, do deserve to be in the home with their children.
Well, I mean, it's not even just being in the home, but like your work productivity is going to be down because you're not sleeping properly because you've got a fucking newborn baby.
Yeah, and you can't that first week it's a rough week, dude.
Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, fucking Tony Blair when he was the Prime Minister of Britain. And he had a baby when he was the Prime Minister. And he come out for a speech the next day. And Jesus Christ, man. He looked like he had died.
Yeah, that's how it felt, too. I remember I got leave. I was working carpentry at the time. I got leave. And I did the lion's share of the first week with both kids, and I was a walking corpse.
Yeah, you look like Thunderfoot.
Shelly said, yeah, okay, but if they're not helping, though, we can send them back to work. I mean, I'd be down. I'm okay with this.
You know, it's your newborn child doesn't... how long does it take before they even properly sleep through the night anyway, you know? Like... Friends of mine. Well, I mean, they're so fucking parents when the baby sleeps through the night for the first time. They're so happy. How's the kid? Oh, she slept through the night last night, and you can see like the light starts returning in their eyes. You know, like oh my god, we might get through this kind of thing. Poor bastards. Yeah, definitely. Paternity leave. It ain't just a fucking. It's the current year, for Christ's sake. If it was, you know, you can't have it both, but you can't have, we're destroying gender roles and also go, oh, no, we're only having maternity leave.
I was never officially diagnosed, but my doctor said I had insomnia symptoms or something, whatever. So I would get up through the night because I was up and down anyway. So I would get up and I would deal with it. But yeah, when they first started sleeping, because, you know, babies, like still sticky.
All right, Justin Bieber.
like the still sticky babies.
Sounded song-like to me too. I get
they get up like every 2 hours. So that would, but after about a week or so, and they start sleeping like 3, 4, 5 hours, and once you give them that. That's the cereal shit. That's a wrap. They're good for the night.
As soon as you start feeding them cereal?
I forget what it's called, like cereal milk, something like that. Oh, fuck.
Oh, the milk chunky milk whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
It's just sustenance, like solid rice cereal. Thank you. Yeah, once you start giving them that, it's good. But dude, it is my favorite smell in the world, and you can only smell it on babies. When you give a baby a bath and then you wipe them down with this, I think it's Johnson & Johnson. It's a purple bottle, nighttime lotion. That's just thinking of it brings me back to my mom's
part of their nefarious trap
living room, just sitting there.
It's true, yeah, probably. I mean, fucking newborn babies, and then there's just a room full of clucking women passing this baby around like a joint, fucking huffing the top of its head like they're addicted.
That's called the new human smell.
Yeah, right.
Anytime I'm in a function, when I see a baby, I just want to go, hold it out. I just want to go, all right, take it away now.
That's weird, man. I can't go around sniffing people's babies, man.
It's got to be a baby I know. Like when my sister had her kid, I'm like, just hold it out at arm's length for a minute. I sniffed it and walked away. I just had to make sure it was one of my clan. It's like how dogs identify each other.
By sniffing asses.
Dude, puppies, I don't give a shit. Puppies have a great smell too. You ever smell a puppy?
I mean, I suppose at some point.
The puppies have
and also,
a very
according to
smell.
that fact we got, you would know how a puppy feels on your tongue.
You guys are too involved by my standard. I'm a return to tradition kind of guy. I mean, I hang out in the 1940s. So I'm going to be out in the waiting room handing out cigars to my boys.
Cigars. Yeah. Well, when do we stop doing that?
Offering strong moral support from a distance. And like waking up. What are you talking about? I'm going and staying with a friend for a couple of weeks until she sorts herself out.
Go work tomorrow.
That sounds...
She's emotional.
Right.
Let me just read the dichotomy.
And I respect that. I understand. Like, I'm not going to get up in her business.
Let me just the dichotomy in the chat. When I was talking about smelling babies, Luna was like, dude, yes. And Ravon said, that's creepy.
Addicted. It is creepy.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to be, I refuse to go in the labor room.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know when that became a thing. Men were not allowed actually in the room, and I was fine with that. So you'd be handing cigars out to everyone, like, oh yeah, wife's having a baby now, right?
I've done my part already. It's taken care of.
My job is over.
Yeah.
Now it's like men are not just there in the room with them, but sometimes they film it. What the fuck?
I wonder if that's hard coded in our DNA. I think it might be. Like at the end of the day, we're mammals, so we rely a lot on smell and shit like that. Like, I wonder if they handed me a different baby than Sinatra Child A, if I'd be like, not mine.
Not mine. He used to headbutton it like a sheep does. So fuck
yeah.
Is there any crazy nurses that are into switching babies just for the lulz? Nah, I don't think that smell test works.
Yeah, men, please don't go into. I heard all about it when my ex was giving birth. As much of a fucking unpleasant person as she was, I will always give her credit. She went child A to the afterbirth in 8 minutes. So she always have some respect for that. But they're like, do you want to come in? I said, no. They're like, you should be in there. I said, no.
No.
They're like, why not? I'm like, because I want to fuck her again.
You're right. Babe, I love you, but I can't watch you shit yourself on a table.
Yeah. And then she came out, she's like, yeah, I tore. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go in.
Oh, no. The V to the A. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's good to be male.
I was like, was it a bad tear? She goes, no, just a little. I was like, bleh.
No, it was one of the good tears. I really enjoyed it. Let's do it again.
Yeah, like, and the nurse just looked at me like I was fucked up, and I was just like,
No, nope. Stay out of the labor room. It's not for us.
No,
that's
it's not
for us.
That's a woman's
secret right there, you know?
Yeah, that's why, like, in the history of humanity, doulas and midwives were all women.
Yeah. Or gay men. But they probably started out as straight men. They're gay now.
Yeah, after the first one, they're like, hey, you know what? Man ass probably isn't so bad. Hey, I'm here for all of the emotional support you need. That's fine. If you want to hold my hand, you put me in one of those, like make a circle around me with the shit that comes down from the ceiling that they do the drawstring on. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, right.
I'll just stick my hand out and hold it like that. But I don't even want to look at you while you're doing that.
I wouldn't. Nah. If you want my support, I'll be texting you some motivational memes from the waiting room.
I'll text you Courage Wolf.
I'm in the pub. I'm in the pub.
I had to watch childbirth in high school. It was traumatizing. Yeah, no, I'm good. They asked my mom if she wanted a mirror to see me being born, and she said hard no. I don't blame you.
The miracle of childbirth.
Yeah.
It's a miracle anyone has more than one kid.
Right? See, that's how you know. It's undisputed scientific fact. That's how you know having a kid hurts less than getting hit in the balls.
Because they always want another one.
Yeah. I've never heard a man go, kick me in the balls again.
I mean, some men pay a lot of money.
I've never heard an average man say, kick me in the balls again. Anyway, let's keep moving. We talked about this earlier. The successful test flight of the new SpaceX ship. How fucking cool was that video, though?
Dude, spectacular. They caught it with giant chopsticks. Like, I thought it was amazing when they could land it on a pad. And I'm like, this is Pete, you can't get better than that. But they did. They got better than that. What's next? It's going to land on a stick.
Sin, you need to hang out with some of my guy friends. I have like 3 guy friends that I hang out with. I don't need any more. I have all that I need.
Me, Polly, your brother?
No, I was counting my hetero life mate, another dude, and another dude. Like,
yeah, that's me, Polly.
We are friends, but we don't hang out. Like, you guys aren't coming to my birthday party.
Well, it's because you'd never invite me.
Drunkle, do you want to come to my birthday party?
Oh, I did.
Okay, fine. Mask mandates are returning for healthcare facilities in California.
Why?
Why? Cold and flu season, says right there.
It's cold and flu season. Because colds mandates colds.
Well, no, I mean, the real answer is the person who's implementing this mandate has some stocks and shares in the company that makes the masks.
Probably.
That's the real answer.
Can't come over. Your birthday is every day.
Oh, true.
You're ruining my fucking trying to get Drunkle trapped. You're fucking talking shit. Vegas teen Jesus Alaya, accused of hitting and killing retired police chief in hit and run, found unfit to stand trial. This upstanding young man recorded himself speeding down the street and purposely swerved.
Yeah, we saw this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a monster, mate. Unfit for trial.
Yep.
Well, like, he's psycho, because I'm down with that. He is fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, but he'll just go to a hospital and be released at some point very quietly. Same thing they did to that woman who stabbed the 3-year-old to death over here in Cleveland.
Man, you guys shouldn't have closed the asylums.
No, we never should have.
What a piece of shit.
And,
well, I mean, the thing is, like, because it was a cop that he killed, wasn't it? You'll find that these things have a way of working themselves out.
Yeah, the lady that killed that kid, it's probably not long for this world.
And nothing of value was lost.
No. Oh, what is this? Tattooed pink-hair DEI trainer gets boss in Oregon Forestry Service put on leave for hiring on a merit-based system instead of gender identity. Okay. Oh, she...
yeah, perfect.
She
perfect.
looks lovely.
They said pink-haired DEI. They missed the fat part, but we all assumed, didn't we? And ugly. This is what feminism looks like, guys.
I might have to make a video on this. Like my first video in fucking months, just based off
talking
this.
About 2016 shit, and
yeah.
I see a purple-haired lady, and it's time to go back to 2016 video stuff.
Oh, yeah,
throwbacks. Yeah, man.
She further alleged 6 queer identifying forestry staff members didn't feel, quote, safe or comfortable on the job because they couldn't freely, quote, have conversations around pronouns.
Are they still on that I'm not safe shit? I'm not safe. Risk, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not safe because I can't have a conversation about pronouns. This maketh no sense. Actually, no. I mean, looking at it makes total sense.
I sounds about white, right?
Remember when not safe actually and at risk, there was a connection being drawn between, look, the victims of intergroup violence are more often than not LGBTQ, and they're using various statistics and twisted models to be able to come up with that number, and they're the most at risk, therefore not safe. And denying my existence by dead naming me is putting me further at risk by emboldening those who commit the acts of violence. They've completely given up on the idea. To be unsafe now is to feel slightly anxious.
Anxious is, yeah, that's the word, isn't it? Yeah. Take a fucking Xanax and get back to work. You're foresters. You're not supposed to be having conversation about pronouns. You're supposed to be saying things like, was that column of smoke there before? Do your fucking job.
They all think they're the Lorax, I believe.
Good Lord.
How about you have a conversation about doing your job and work that you're supposed to be? Yeah. You're asking too much. You're asking just way too much. Oh, fuck me. Argentina, on the upside, launched new tests for 40,000 state staff. Failure means fired.
This is because of our new man in there, fucking...
Melee.
El Loco.
Loco, yeah.
We love him. He's great. He's whipping the country back into shape. And if you're slacking, you're fired.
What is
exactly what Argentina
like basic
needs.
Skills for the job, or
I don't know, but I hope all of them.
Scavenger hunt? What?
A scavenger hunt would be fun, I think.
Yeah. Go find a hairpin and a button.
It should be practical
1980s
stuff too.
Nintendo cartridge.
Can you pick a lock with a safety pin?
I have.
That's what should be on the test. Can you make an old fashioned without the internet's help? Like basic human things.
Can you connect a printer?
Yes. Can you hook up to Wi-Fi? Oh, excuse me. They want to act like entitled children and get paid for it. I mean, don't we all? Honestly.
Yeah. I know I do. Streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle.
Yeah, all that's listed down below. Like 40,000 new donations listed down there too. Brand new, all Halloween. This was a meme, quote unquote, but it did lead to an article. Hungry photographer deletes all photos and leaves wedding after being denied food. Turns out the dude wasn't even a photographer. He was just a buddy of the bride. He was a friend of the bride who was like, yeah, I can do it. I'll do $200, $300, whatever. I'll do the pictures for you. So dude worked a 8-9 hour day. And he's like, hey man, do you have some, can I get a plate of that? And the groom was like, no. And if you eat, you're not getting paid. So he just left and deleted all the photos.
Yeah, and good for him as well, because it's not like you're going to be taking photos while everyone's eating anyway.
Yeah,
Feed
exactly.
the photographer. All right, then I'm just gonna take some really shit photos of like the bride doing that smile that she hates, and you fucking the bridesmaid.
Yeah, I don't think he was wrong.
No, I don't at all. No, I agree with you.
Bad host? Yeah, that is incredibly, incredibly shitty. To tell.
I would have gone further.
What would you have done?
Continue to take some pictures, leave, and then hold them hostage for money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and then play food. Yeah, I want the money and I want a Happy Meal.
That $250 was just that was the starting fee. Actually, I didn't tell you about the extra $4,000 on the back end of it. Is the food already paid for? What the fuck is the issue? People being dicks.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking point. It's all catered. It's yeah. Fuck.
Always feed someone who helps you for free. But he wasn't helping for free. They paid him $250. But that's irrelevant to the point that it's just a plate of fucking food.
Of which you have lots. It's a wedding, for God's sake. And you've ruined it now, haven't you? You've ruined it.
Yeah, there could have been a finite amount of food they didn't plan for, blah, blah, blah. But, like, no one in the wedding, like, hey, man, I'll run and get you something. What do you want? Like, one of the groomsmen would be like, okay, I'll run to the, you want Subway? I'll go grab you something. Like, nobody could just feed this fucking dude who's worked all day? Come on, give me a fucking break.
Are you extra sympathetic towards the photographer?
Yes, and also as someone who has done fucking like day-long manual labor. Like if I was working at okay, let me word it this way. Every time I've done a job at somebody's house, like kitchen remodel, whatever, every time my boss and I were always offered lunch, drinks, and all that shit. And every time I have someone doing work in my house, I always go, you want a water? You want some chips? Like, do you want some? It's a courtesy.
It's not even a courtesy. That is an actual, I'd say, a requirement. It's a societal requirement. And that extends over here as well. If someone's doing work in your house, first thing you do you want a cup of tea? And I'll go, oh, lovely.
Yeah. Band's wedding, and even he said, we're staff, we're not guests. It's nice to let them, but not required. But he wasn't like proper staff. He was just a buddy. So they not only denied the photographer food, but they denied the friend food. And fuck that. It doesn't, maybe I was raised differently, but when you're hosting an event, when you have people working on your house, all this shit, you account for the workers.
I concur.
Like last time I did a roof, which I rarely, I think it was when my aunt was still alive. So 2015, whatever. And my aunt was poor growing up, and toward the end of life, a lot of medical expenses, poor. So me and my brother and a bunch of our buddies got together, redid her roof. Fine, dandy. You know what my aunt did? Bought us all fucking pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when we had our, it was the roof or the windows, I don't remember which. We got the guys like 24 donuts and a bucket of Dunkin' coffee. Like, your staff.
Standard.
It's what did you say? Societal what?
Requirement.
It's a societal requirement.
That's always been the case, though. Like you always offer a weary traveller lodging, and you always buy something from a tinker.
It could be Catholic upbringing. That might be. Well, no, even non-Catholic people have always. Well, I don't know who the religious affiliation of people I've worked for, but even like just people. Like, hey, I would get a pizza. You guys want? I'll get you guys a medium to split, whatever. Like it's like, hey, do you want something? You're in my house. You're in my event. I am hosting you. Do you want something? Can I get you anything?
Mm-hmm. Standard.
I would think so.
Would you feel guilty if you had some people doing some work on your house and you were out of town?
No, because I'm not there to host. And I wouldn't let
Gotcha.
people in my house when I'm out of town.
No?
I mean, that.
But if my brother and my hetero life mate were at my house, you know, fixing my shed or garage or port, you know, whatever, and they were like, "Hey, we're working on, like, you guys want me to get you a pizza or something? I'll have it delivered. I'll call the fucking whatever the fuck down the street and have it and drop it off. Do you guys want?" Like, it's the least you could do.
Of course.
No, the least you could do is nothing.
I mean, yes, but still. Although sadly, lady. What? I have heard of a lady being upset that housekeepers took bottled water from her garage. Oh my God. Ridiculous. Like, okay, example. I had a sink put into my suite of the studio, right? I had like a kitchen sink put in so I could wash glasses and shit. And the plumber who put the sink in, and we're chilling, talking, whatever. I'm like, you want a drink or something? And he goes, "Nah, that's okay." I'm like, "Scotch?" And he goes, "Yes." So like, it just a little bit of hospitality goes quite a long way.
Well, also it ensures that, you know, they're not going to be doing a half-assed job, because especially with workmen as well, they know how to fuck you over if they don't like you. Don't be an asshole to them. They're in your house and they're working for you. Okay, fine, but that doesn't mean you get to boss them around, because they will, you know, like fitting a pipe, for instance, and that is going to come loose in 3 months' time. If you're a dick, well, you offer this man scotch, mate. That sink will last a fucking nuclear fucking strike now, because you gave him some scotch. All
right, let's keep moving. King Arthur may have been LGBTQ plus. Welsh council now suggests Drunkle answer for the crime of your people.
I'm not Welsh, for a start. Although, was King Arthur even real? It's an Arthurian
legend. How are they determining this at all? Like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, they found his grave, and it turns out he had bones in him. So I'm guessing they went, "Oh, he was gay."
Well, they're saying he was gay because he reportedly wore women's clothing once. I
mean,
how they know that, standards, I have no fucking clue.
Look, tights are super gay, but it was the style of the time. You can't read
shit
into that.
It's like
by today's standards, a lot of men wore women's clothing back then. You know?
Yeah.
I know Shelley's little fucking typing fingers going, "This is why you can't wear huntsman clothes." Where was it? Appears to have been included in the LGBT plus material because, according to Welsh legend, he once wore women clothing.
That's it then, isn't it? Like, oh, he can assemble a table of the best fighters in the whole realm. Okay, brilliant. He can find the Holy Grail. Okay, amazing. But you wear women's clothing once, and that's what people will remember you for.
I don't understand. What? This is not like the N-bomb is our word now. I thought gay people weren't cross-dressers. Gay people weren't trans. Quit mixing us all up. What was the LGBTQ? Like, what are you saying? He was a trans woman? What do you even say? It's like it doesn't matter. We're just saying, oh, it's one or another. You know, we're all the same thing in this group. We're a unified community. What?
Queen Arthur.
Bigotry when people said that shit.
Queen Arthur. All of Monty Python.
I mean, what does that make Guinevere? His fucking beard?
I don't think anybody knows. Anyway.
Bait.
I'm going to check that like ratio is what I'm going to do, because I don't think you guys are doing your math homework. 170 to 70? Yeah, you guys aren't. Smash that like button.
Lord.
Terrible ratio right there. Fucking abysmal. Smash the like button, share it out, do the thing with the thing, and the stuff's down below for us. All the new hotness, you guys know all that. But make sure you like it, share it out, put it on your Twitters, your Discords, all that fun stuff. California rejects further SpaceX rocket launches after Musk's, quote, aggressive, quote, presidential race involvement.
Well, because he jumped up and down on
What
stage.
does A have to do with B?
Well, it's California.
California.
Yeah.
Way to explain your. Remember when it was a bad thing to play politics with things that didn't involve politics?
This is what happened to poor old Thunderfoot. He's aged because he's mixed up space travel with politics. And look what happened to him. Look what's happening to California. We don't want advances in technology because the wrong person's doing it. Well, it's so fucking aggressive around Operation Paperclip, were you?
It's just... Questions have been raised as to whether the actions by the space exploration company owned by Musk should be considered federal or private activity. So any private business owner who stumps for a candidate now becomes federally under federal jurisdiction?
Yeah, they want to seize Republicans' assets.
The Independent, like, I remember when journalistic standards were a thing. Sure, we'd all snicker, but at least they'd try. Questions have been raised. Your subheadline begins with weasel words. Who asked this? What questions? Put to whom? You mean the editors and the writers of this article sat around and opined on it themselves? Questions have been people have said that. It has been suggested that. Who? If you can't say those are weasel words, and it's beneath a fucking journalist to put them in your article. What the fuck? It's right there in this. Wow.
Mailman, hey buddy, how you doing? What's going on? I'm doing my mathematics, even if I'm in the background listening these days. Also, howdy. What's going on, man? Long time no see. Miss you, buddy. Glad you popped in the chat for a minute. Also, anybody else out there playing Sparkling Zero? I need to know if anyone else is playing this game because I fucking love it. I am having a great time. It took me like 8 hours to beat Grade 8 Vegeta, so that's fantastic. Oof. But if you're playing, I don't know if it's cross-platform or not, but I want to start playing online a little more. So message me on Discord or Twitter, whatever your PlayStation names, and I'll add you. Because I saw an article. I should have grabbed this fucking article. It is the highest played fighting game in history.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you know what I can do? I completely forgot. I can gift out 10 free memberships for the month. I forgot to do it last month, so I just dropped 5 of the 10 free memberships just now. To Brian Morissette, David Graham, Mike Savage, Advocus, and Shadowclaw got the 5 free memberships. Fucking awesome. You said 4 hours last night. Well, 4 hours Saturday night, and then another couple hours Sunday
you've got
morning.
A proper session. That's good.
Dude, I am fucking obsessed. The Unreal Engine. The game is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Okay, we'll do another one. Fuck it, because I might forget again. All right, another 5 going out right now. Whoa, computer, what you doing? All right, who did these go to? Misfit, Saiyan Wizard, Frankie Deller, Frank Cap, and Mailman. Nice.
Hey.
There you go. Welcome, new members. We have emotes and all that fun stuff you guys can check out. All right, let's keep it moving and grooving. U.S. to send anti-missile system and troops to Israel just a week or 2 after sending them to Kuwait and whatever other country, Ukraine. So we're sending our troops. That's really fucking cool. Love that. So we have what was it, Kamala or Biden in whatever debate said we have no troops in any active war zones, and they send out hundreds of troops within a week.
Not like a politician to lie.
It's just Boop, 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 boop. Is there a Shelly emote? Not here. Mailman Blay says hi. Hi, Blay.
Hey, Blay.
This I found very interesting. Fifth Circuit judge rules that ISPs should have terminated the internet access to people who are pirating.
What's Fifth Circuit?
Judge. It's a court.
Yeah.
Weird name.
It's a circuit of lower courts,
Okay.
like one level up from, when you go through the appeals process.
Well, I disagree with this.
This is... Okay, so... First
so I can
off,
go over to Sin's house and use his Wi-Fi to pirate a bunch of shit, and then he gets nailed for it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, is that...
It's kind of the problem with the accusation alone, right? Who the fuck was doing the thing?
And it's like those speed cameras. Like, you could just be like, oh, I wasn't driving it. What can they fucking do?
It's probably something unlawful and draconian, like fit you with a microchip which just blocks any Wi-Fi wherever you are.
Most pirate sites are some of the best archive sites.
Right there in the windshield. So,
well, I'm glad you brought up that they are archive sites, because this I didn't see in the news. Internet Archive has been hacked. Data breach impacts 31 million users. And
you think they'll put racist shit in Joy Reid's blogs this time?
And one of the Wayback Machine was also hacked too.
Oh dear.
You guys heard that stupidly loud engine? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off. The Internet Archive is catching a lot of hell, man. It's going to disappear entirely, and that sucks.
I think Internet Archive has been on the chopping block for these people for a long time. Like, they've wanted to get rid of it forever.
Yeah, you remember the copyright thing that just happened a couple months back? The copyright ruling? They can't do the digital lending of books anymore. I'm like, why not? It was great. Everyone loved it. I loved it.
Well, the answer is money, isn't it? As always,
it
the
was
answer is money.
Because it's. But that's what happens when you don't have money to hire lawyers, and you get 10 or 15 publishing houses together that do have the money to hire lawyers. Internet Archive got Lionel Hutz to defend them.
Vomit Sausage, I assume, subscribe to Tier 1 for 7 months over on Twitch. Thank you very much. And if you are watching on Twitch, you can use your Amazon Prime for a free sub. Donkey Punch Bandit is holding the #1 gift sub spot, and you could take that away easily. And Zero Gear is holding the #1 bit spot. You could take that away pretty easily, too. Over on the YouTubes, if you want to support, we have Super Chat option over here, along with the memberships, which I just dropped 10 of. And should you feel so inclined, Streamlabs is listed down below with a whole bunch of fucking cool shit. Pro-Palestine protesters swarm outside New York Stock Exchange. So are we seeing Occupy Wall Street 2.0, but for Palestine now?
Seems that way.
New York Stock Exchange stopped trading in things that could financially benefit Israel? Is that what they're doing?
I have no idea.
It's just why there? I don't.
No, look at it.
Because a lot of Jews work there? Is that it? Is it that straightforward?
This is not our... What does that say? Not in our... Not in our name? What does that mean? Is the Luna Special still there?
Don't go do this thing. I don't know.
Are they
trying to sneak? Is that a sneaking crowd?
I'm sure they think they're sneaking.
Are they supposed to? Because there's a couple people at the front rubbernecking, and they're not chanting anything. Hey, hey, ho, ho, whatever the fuck,
It's a flash mob. They're gonna come up, they'll do a funky little dance, and then just disappear.
I mean, there's a lot of skinny jeans and.
Nice.
Time to unlock a dono for Friday Drunkle. Love you, no homo, for Friday Drunkle. Because I host Friday and now I'm hosting Monday, so I am Friday Drunkle.
You could be Friday Drunkle, but you gotta go. It's Monday, my dudes.
It's Monday, my G's. My favorite host, Drunk me, Drunken Uncle. Here's my much more handsome co-host, Sinatra says.
That's why I'm not going to your birthday party.
You told me to sound like you. Chad, I fucking nailed that.
I don't fuck off.
Okay, I'll do you one better. Okay, you ready? Fostonia, thank you. It is annotated down below. Again!
Hey, who are you? How come you're in here?
It's a movie, Graven Katniss. It's a great movie. It's Fostonia for $25. He says, and a dono for Monday Sinatra. It makes sense now. Thank you very much, Fostonia. You goddamn legend. I've got Halloween donations in. Again!
Thanks, Fostonia. I appreciate it, buddy.
Look at them rubbernecking, like looking around. Oh, where are we going? Did anyone see us?
That is like they're all removing hoodies and shit.
Oh, fuck. What did the back of their shirt say?
They were hiding their shirt.
Oh, I think you're right. I think you're right that they are trying to flash mob. You know what I mean? Like, come out of nowhere. The woodwork. We're
Jews
protesting.
say stop arming Israel. Okay.
Jews say, okay. Jews who don't live under constant rocket attacks say stupid things.
They're chaining the doors.
What are they doing? They are, yeah.
You know
Except for the one on the left where it looks like he's breaking that guy's neck.
Yeah, that looks like a cop who's fucking someone up. Do they not know how dangerous that is to chain doors from the outside?
I don't think they care. They will feel perfectly justified. If a fire starts and people can't get out, they'll be like, well, you shouldn't have been arming Israel.
You know, there is barely a country that isn't involved, and Israel's kind of like fighting the fight on their own right now. Are people so used to protesting in America and against the American government that they just do it no matter what the fuck?
I don't know. I know.
Like, go down to the Israeli embassy. What the fuck are you doing on Wall Street? Go down to the UN.
Oh, here's your chance, Polly.
Try that on a small town.
Fun FEMA, not genocide.
I want a hey, hey, ho, ho.
Never again for anyone. Really? Way to equate the Holocaust with what's going on. Woo!
Yeah.
It's not Halloween, but it's kind of Halloween.
It was scary, isn't it?
I've got a
had to blast into that crowd with beanbags.
Of course, yeah.
And rubber bullets. Fostonia, thank you for the $25 and I should get shot. Took me a little bit longer to find your link, Polly, but I love you too, you cute otter. Right back at you, buddy. Thank you very much, Fostonia. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Fostonia, that's $75 you dropped on this stream alone, mate. You're a goddamn gentleman. Thank you so much, mate.
I got 21. That's $71.
$71, all right. All right, Fostonia, throw Sinatra £4, otherwise he's going to be a bitch for the rest of the
show. He's going to be a bitch.
That's John number 1, part 1.
And I got part 2.
Really? Cool.
About to drop some John number 1 knowledge on us.
Violence is good, but it's still not Witcher violence. I do have a Halloween Witcher. I don't have a small one though. It's the 110. I have the Halloween Witcher. And I do have a Halloween Wick that's at the 2 standard amounts.
Hallowick?
Dude, I forgot about it till I saw it last night. I forgot how fucking cool it was.
Nice.
Hollow Wick,
Does
I think I
everyone
called it, or
remember-
Resident Wick, something like that.
No, Resident Wick.
Remember when protesters who wanted to like become ungovernable? That's the idea. Okay, so you're ungovernable. And this is such an intolerable state that they're actually going to force political change. When you do things that could cause acts of violence, that's literally the technical definition of terrorism. Well done there. But like Weather Underground. So they're going to protest. They're going to commit acts of violence. Okay. They're not killing people. I mean, by accident, they didn't kill anyone. They fucking tried and then realized, whoa, if we start killing people, that's going to turn the public against us. So we'll blow up empty buildings with bomb threats and shit. Okay. But they hid. They knew they were criminals. They went underground, hence the name. All sorts of terrorism groups in late 60s, mostly early 70s, and then on. Yeah, they hid. They knew. These people just show their faces. They don't give a fuck. Because they know they're not really going to face arrest. And if they do, a Democratic leader will put up a GoFundMe to get them bailed out.
Oh, yeah, they're not getting in any trouble at all, ever, period.
Like, where you're chaining doors shut for what? Are you afraid to...
Well, they'll always give the same answer in that. You go, like, why are you going to Wall Street? When are you going to the fucking Israeli embassy or some shit like that? And they go, well, it's about raising awareness. And you go, well, that's stupid. And they go, but you're talking about it. And that's when I want to punch someone in the face because it's so smug. You're talking about it. That's the excuse me. What Just Stop Oil are doing. Why are you like attacking Stonehenge and the fucking throwing beans on the Mona Lisa or whatever it is you do? Well, I mean, gets people talking about it, doesn't it? Yeah, but what? Everyone hates you.
I hear you. Like, Plague Turkey, you're right. It's like, become a governor. That's fucking libertarianism shit. Like, yes, that, and used to be communist shit in the 1920s when commie bombs were going off in DC. I don't understand. You guys seem to have lost the plot. A bunch of pro-Palestinian protesters in Chicago were chanting that, be ungovernable. For the Palestinians in Chicago? What the fuck?
I don't think they ever had the plot to lose it because these people are...
That's reasonable.
Fair. I like it. Yeah.
Like,
they didn't have a story. They just had feelings. Yeah.
You can't reason with unreasonable people, which is essentially what these people are. Honestly. They are... You look for logic where there is none. They just want attention. They want to know that they're morally correct. And that's it.
So frat boys pull hijinks and pranks and shit, right? They know they're subject to arrest if they get busted, if they take it far. Like they go on a drunken escapade. These people are going on the fun of a drunken escapade, fucking around, breaking shit, disrupting shit, but there's no foreseeable penalty. Like I said, even frat boys expect to get arrested if they fuck around far enough.
Should you do John number one?
Yeah,
we can, yeah.
We got John number one, part one, for $1.
Anything else that ties to this? No, you're good. Good.
He says, good evening, gents. You know the deal. Indeed, we do, John number one, and you are number one in our hearts. Unit 731 was a Japanese medical facility built in northern Manchuria.
Ooh. I just watched a video about this from when?
No shit.
Yeah.
All right. And used during World War II. Over 12,000 people would be tested and die in the facility from 1937 to 1945. Thank you, John number one.
Oh, many of the test subjects were Chinese civilians, although a small number were Allied POWs. Experiments included live vivisection, organ harvesting, testing the bubonic plague, shrapnel, and flamethrower range, testing frostbite survivability. And if it does not pop up in Polly's part 3, I will tell you what I know about it.
Come on, vivisection, shrapnel, it's the same test. John number one, part 3. After its destruction/capture by the Soviets, surviving doctors and unit members fled to Japan. When found by Americans, many were given immunity for providing the data they gathered. Stay safe.
All of those were done without anesthesia of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
So these vivisection on people, that's fucking demonic, man.
I mean, bubonic plague? Are we not done with that?
Let me pull up the Wendigoon video. It's very good. I'll post in the chat. Wendigoon.
Remember, it's not a war crime if you do it on your own people.
731. The Horrors of Unit 731. Copy video. It's a good 45-minute watch. I'll throw it in the chat. Boop. Boop. Pin message. There you go. Give that a watch. Fostonia. Bitch, the quarter was already unlocked. Love you. Thank you, Fostonia. Now it's 75. But yeah, if you're hungry for violence, I can satiate those needs with between the Wicks and the Witchers and all that fun stuff. Toronto University Medical School to keep 75% of spots for DEI applicants.
At this point, it's not diversity, is it? It's just the majority.
The
whole point was it's minorities.
But would you trust a DEI hired doctor?
No, and I wouldn't want to be a DEI hired doctor either. Talk about imposter syndrome. You'd be like, am I actually good enough? Or, is it because I'm Muslim?
Yeah, I would be curious of that as well.
Mm.
It is lowering of standards. Oh, shit, we're at 7 o'clock. We got to push. Oh, no, guys. Christian nationalism has taken over. Kamala is creating a faith advisory board and will campaign at churches. Remember when this was like the number one fear of these people?
Choices?
No, the Christianity being involved in politics.
Yeah.
I remember when they subjected Amy Barrett Cowart during her Supreme Court hearings to questions regarding her religion. And it's like, what is going on? None of this is required or even seemly of a subject to be broaching here. What the fuck? I think your Catholicism will influence your decision making. Imagine she fired back at Dianne Feinstein. Says you, Jew.
Yeah, that would not go over so well.
How much has your Judaism influenced your policy making during your time in Congress? I mean, you never want to do that when you're the one being grilled as the candidate, but
or moreover,
fucking hell, there's a reason it's not supposed to be a standard.
Or you could just be like, how does that dual citizenship affect your policy making?
That's fine. Sign have dual citizenship.
Can I ask for an upgrade? Since I don't have any right now. I haven't made upgrades in a while.
Congress.
I'm pretty sure Feinstein was a dual citizen, wasn't she? She's the one who died, isn't she?
Who?
Feinstein?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm relatively sure she was a dual citizen.
Yeah, Frankie Diller, theocracies are not fun for anyone. You want a secular government. Religious folks want a secular government. Everyone should want one. It's a good thing.
So, keep this in mind. She has to campaign at churches, is what I took from this article. She has to campaign at churches because she is not popular among Christians, right?
Right.
Bang. Tim Waltz brought an entire camera crew and campaign staff with him hunting pheasants. Because he's not popular with Midwest men.
Months ago, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz was out pheasant hunting in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, taking part in the 12th annual Governor's
Sleepy Eye, Minnesota.
So,
USA.
I want to go
Christians, Midwest men. Two demographics they're lacking on, just judging by their own actions. The DNC is going to skywrite vote Kamala over the Raiders-Steelers game on Sunday.
Why? How is anyone who was on the fence isn't going to look up and go, whoa, fucking hell?
Because Democrats need to intensify their football focus.
Because I'm seeing a pattern.
Mm-hmm. So, Christians, Midwest men, football fans, okay?
Peasants.
I wonder how Christian Midwest football fans are going to take their trans agenda. That'll go over well.
She is proposing forgivable loans of up to 20 grand, federal loans of up to 20 grand for black entrepreneurs.
That's what?
Because, and this is going to be very shocking, she's not that popular among the black community either.
No.
Well, she's only been identifying as black for a couple of months now.
He knows that that's going to get reversed. And besides, that's the kind of thing that has to go through Congress. President does not have the power to move that kind of money. And if you can play games to move that kind of money, but that will get disallowed.
Yeah,
but why not promise it? Well, there's nothing wrong with the promise, though, right?
It's racist and illegal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very.
Michelle Obama is enlisting drag queens and Cardi B to gin up swing state turnouts.
Well, Michelle Obama should know. She is one.
But only where Kamala is losing ground.
She called up some friends.
Swing states. Anyone who's going to be persuaded to vote blue by a drag queen was already voting blue.
Yeah. You know the Man Enough ad that we played Friday?
Yeah, are you? I'm man enough to support a woman. Yeah.
Shockingly, all of them were actors.
No.
Yeah. Crazy. Waylon McQueen, actor. This guy, actor. Waylon
McQueen?
Oh, they made a Tim Walz video? Oh my God. We have to check it out.
I thought we all knew that they were actors.
Oh no. Okay, I would like to focus one more time on the stream goal that we're almost 10% of the way to. Grow some balls, Tampon Tim. I think we're going to need some like manly violence at some point throughout this.
I love sinking into the couch, cold beer in my mouth, rooting for the twins and Tim.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that was so smooth.
Rooting for the twins and Tim. And I love sharing all my tools.
Don't touch my fucking tools.
No one likes sharing them.
I love sharing my tools.
No, I don't like people touching my tools.
Well, yeah.
Don't touch my fucking tools, Shelly. Except to do with the thing that you're working on right now. Wait.
My mouth, rooting for the twins and Tim.
And Tim.
Hello, fellow heterosexual man.
What?
I'm convinced the people making these are actually Trump supporters. That sounds more accurate.
I think they should be playing this at Guantanamo Bay.
I literally was touching your tools 2 minutes ago. I know.
And making a plan to vote.
All right, one more time.
I mean, what rhymes with vote? Oh, I know, note. What do men love? Their wives.
Most of the music industry in Hollywood are fucking behind you. You couldn't tap some resources to come up with something better than a shitty AI could?
While you're using the tools, you should grab the charger and throw the batteries on it.
Those edges trim. And Tim, I love leaving my wife notes. Make a plan to vote. Helping Kamala win.
Yeah, a note that says, touch my tools.
Tim, we love you, Tim. Woo! Go get him, coach.
Jesus Christ. They're not sending their best, are they?
No. Well, maybe this is their best.
Yeah, this might be the best.
Holy shit. That was something.
She said, I'm not going to get the charger. Go get the charger.
I love DI hires, setting the patriarchy on fire. And Tim.
Even old Bud Light commercial. What's the Tim line?
Did you see the DNC
like what's
is offering people $10,000 to make TikToks? What?
How much?
10 grand.
I could do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Fucking hell.
It'd be better than that.
I'm not a proud man.
Tim Walz attacks men. It's not this damn WWE type stuff. And he literally said that.
In regards to what?
Especially to the guys. You keep hearing about the scalpel in there.
That Kamala and Tim are so far behind in the male demographic. That's part of the reasons why they're doing like the hunting and the football and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So just listen.
And I'm talking here on this one, especially to the guys. You keep hearing about the scalpel in there. I refuse to admit that that's real because I know that we care deeply. I know these issues matter to you. I know they matter to all of us. We need to get, especially young men, out there to vote. This is not damn WWE type stuff.
Young men are going to vote, just not for you.
Yeah.
What does he mean? Like a written fictional narrative, like WWE stuff? Like, no, this is a real fight.
I think he's like, what? Why Vince McMahon? Why not Vince McWoman?
M4 Sherman, that's pretty good. All right, let's keep it moving. But this is just a reminder when they say you need illegals to pick your vegetables. We have the technology.
It's Robo-Mexican. Cool. Look at it go.
We have the technology. Donald Trump is compared to Hitler after vowing to invoke 1700s law to justify Japanese internment camps. Actually, what he said is he wanted to round up illegal aliens who are in the country right now, put them in camps till they could be deported. Which...
To justify the internment camps that were put into effect by the Democrats.
Who built the
that
cages,
were putting
Joe?
American citizens into internment camps.
You see, they always conveniently forget one particular word, don't they? When they say, we're going to round up illegal immigrants and send them back. Then the media, the people will always ignore the illegal part.
The World War II internment camps, they were rounding up American citizens. Like, they were American citizens they were putting into these camps.
Do you know who the alien enemies were in 1798 that the Alien and Sedition
Cowboys.
Acts were based around? No.
Irish.
The French.
The Irish.
That was close.
Is it the French? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Irish, French, same thing.
They were storming over from prior to and beginning of the French Revolution and in huge amounts. And they were going to drag America into a foreign war was the fear. There's going to be enough of them that they're going to be able to control a vote through a bloc, and they're going to put someone in charge that's going to get America involved in the French Revolution, and we don't want to be involved in any foreign wars. Oh, how times have changed.
And Tim.
Don't do it,
Biden
man.
Harris
I don't want that's no earworm I want.
It's a bit.
Biden-Harris admin files lawsuit to stop Virginia from removing non-citizens from the voter rolls. That's a quiet part again.
Oh, Daily Wire. I'm like, that's... What do you mean you only want citizens to vote? Bigot? Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck's the matter with you? It's just hilarious to me, honestly, at this point. You got 3 minutes to watch J.D. Vance fuck up some journalist?
Yeah.
the reason that
I'm not
there
even
is
pro
a
Vance. I'm just anti-journalist.
Which is understandable, honestly.
Yeah.
And
She's
if you
in the middle
guys
of explaining something to him, the reason that there's a housing, oh, this should be good. Series of declaratives, and what do you think about that?
If you guys are enjoying this, remember the Streamlabs are down below, and to like and share.
housing crisis is that not enough houses have been built.
And that we have 25 million people who shouldn't be here.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. I
think it's both.
Fuck about.
I know you do. I don't think that many people who look into this agree with you, but about a third of the construction workforce in this country is Hispanic. Of those, a large proportion are undocumented. So how do you propose to build all the housing necessary that we need in this country by removing all the people who are working in construction?
Well, I think it's a fair question because we know that back in the 1960s, when we had very low levels of illegal immigration, Americans didn't buy houses, didn't build houses. But of course they did. And I'm being sarcastic, of course, in service of a point, Lulu, the assumption that because a large number of home builders now are using undocumented labor, that's the only way to build homes. I think, again,
the country is much bigger.
A fundamental...
The need is much bigger. I mean, I'm not arguing in favor of illegal immigration. I'm asking how you would deal with the knock-on effect of
Yeah, you are.
your proposal to remove millions of people who work in a critical part of the economy.
Well, I think that what you would do is you would take, let's say, for example, the 7 million prime age men who have dropped out of the labor force, and you have a smaller number of women, but still millions of women prime age who have dropped out of the labor force. You absolutely could re-engage folks into the American labor market. This is, I think,
to work in construction?
Of course you could.
I mean, the unemployment rate is 4.1%. Most people
unemployment rate, Lulu, this is important.
But most people who don't work can't work in the regular economy. They're in the military.
She just can't fucking let him talk, can she?
Well, no, because he's making sense, and she can't have that.
Their parents,
job's
they're
on the
sick,
line
they're
here.
old. They might not want to work in construction.
The unemployment rate.
Fuck that. For a young man, getting into construction is probably one of the best things you can do.
Does not count labor force participation dropouts. And again, this is one of the really deranged things that I think illegal immigration does to our society, is it gets us in a mindset of saying we can only build houses with illegal immigrants when we have 7 million, just men, not even women, just men who have completely dropped out of the labor force. People say, well, Americans won't do those jobs. Americans won't do those jobs for below the table wages. They won't do those jobs for non-living wages, but people will do those jobs. They will just do those jobs at certain wages. And think about this from the perspective of an American company, okay? I want them to go searching in their own country for their own citizens. Sometimes people who may be struggling with addiction or trauma, get them re-engaged in American.
We aren't talking unemployed women taking advantage of affirmative action to enter the construction field. The pay is good. Come on, ladies, you want equality? It's equality, and I said this back in 2016 making videos. It's equality for jobs with air conditioning.
In society.
Yeah.
We cannot have.
And the higher
entire
profile it
American
is and the more celebrated it is, the more in demand it is, which is why you never hear anything but board members and CEOs. But you haven't worked there forever in a day, 80 hours a week, like people who get those jobs. But they deserve it.
Community that is giving up on American workers and then importing millions of illegal laborers. That is what we have thanks to Kamala Harris's border policies. I think it's one of the biggest drivers of inequality. It's one of the biggest reasons why we have millions of people who've dropped out of the labor force. Why try to re-engage an American citizen in a good job if you can just import somebody from Central America who's going to work under the table for poverty wages? It is a disgrace, and it has led to the evisceration of the American middle.
It is quite literally bringing sand to the beach. Why would you hire an American citizen for $14 an hour when you can hire, some random for $7.50? Literally half the amount of money.
We talk about the
Supply and
desperation.
demand.
They're all being paid under the table, so they're not paying taxes, right? And they go, well, they pay sales tax. I'm not talking about sales tax. Sin, tell me that fucking sales tax is really the big thing compared to your fucking income tax. Your state and your federal, unless you're lucky enough to live in Texas for
No,
personal income tax. But do you know what I mean? But why is the government is that fucking desperate to continue to allow illegal immigration to continue? Well, the Democrats are desperate enough that they're willing to forego all of that fucking tax revenue. It's not just money to the government. It's also just flow of money, as in stimulating the economy. But no, we just really, really need them here that bad.
No,
Sounds like they want them for the votes or something.
We don't, though. But Trump has called for the death penalty for any illegal who murders an American citizen or a law enforcement officer, which,
Oof.
Okay.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
J.D. Vance went on to humiliate Martha Raddatz.
The incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only a handful of apartment complexes in America were taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and Donald Trump is the problem and not Kamala Harris's open border. Americans are so fed up with what's going on, and they have every right to be. And I really find this exchange, Martha, sort of interesting because you seem to be more focused with nitpicking everything that Donald Trump has said rather than acknowledging that apartment complexes in the United States of America are being taken over by violent gangs. I worry so much more about that problem than anything else here. We've got to get American communities in a safe space again.
Can you imagine trying to downplay the fact that entire apartment buildings are being taken over?
Yeah.
Well,
I find this conversation interesting. He says, yeah, that the media person is playing interference. A handful. It was just a handful. You're a policy advocate. You're not an interviewer.
And unfortunately, when you let people in by the millions, most of whom are unvetted, most of whom you don't know who they really are, you're going to have problems like this. Kamala Harris, 94 executive orders that undid Donald Trump's successful border policies. We knew this stuff would happen. They bragged about opening the border, and now we have the consequences, and we're living with it. We can do so much better, but frankly, we're not going to do better, Martha, unless Donald Trump calls this stuff out. I'm glad that he did.
No arguing that.
Mm-hmm.
A CNN analyst said Trump is doing better with black voters than any Republican since 1960.
Right back to it, huh? Okay.
Yep. All right. Now
Back
this
when there
stream
were
is called
Dixiecrats, for God's sake.
This stream is called A Story of Three Parts. Because if you had not heard, there was another assassination attempt on Trump over the weekend.
I did not hear that.
I did not hear that.
Making this, I believe, the third actual, if you don't count the bombs, so fourth. But just take a, I'm going to give you 3 headlines. Okay?
You got it.
Armed man arrested near Trump rally over concerns about third assassination attempt. And here's what we know about him. Okay? Is it this one? Oh, no, here we go. Third assassination attempt thwarted when armed man outside Coachella rally. Okay. Federal officials say no evidence of assassination attempt. The former president was never in danger. Source close to Trump said there was no assassination. So they're just saying, it's like the bombs in the car outside the rally. It didn't happen. He wasn't in danger.
Well, yeah, I mean, just like when whether or not it was, a bit of shrapnel or, bullet fragments or something that hit him in the ear, people are going, no, it didn't happen.
Yeah, what
just
they
the
say?
Whole thing didn't happen.
Trump ran off stage after loud pops were heard.
I mean, someone died, and they go, no, it didn't happen.
No, just
or even
did
better,
something.
he staged it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, it was a plan between him and the Secret Service. And it's like, really?
Now the third part. Police thwart third assassination attempt against Trump. To just be honest about it. It was a third assassination attempt. that's what the fuck it was. But shockingly, 4 times they try to take this guy out, and he is surging in the polls. A 10-point lead, supposedly. It's weird. You keep trying to kill him, and he keeps getting more popular.
Oh, we'll see how it goes, eh? Ain't got long left.
Do you have Mindy Robinson's tweet?
November?
No, I do not. But I do have palate cleansers. If you guys want a couple palate cleansers.
Oh, I do. I definitely do.
I do.
I have a present.
Peak wokeness. You want to see peak wokeness?
Yeah.
Not so sure, but go
Today
ahead.
I have a presentation on dynasties. But I refuse to talk about the ancient history and drama. That's just the patriarchy. Instead, I'm going to talk about a dynasty that I actually look up to. An all-women dynasty. Women of color. Gay women. Women who fight for social justice. Women with a jump shot. A dynasty that makes your favorite men's basketball, football, and baseball teams look like amateurs. A dynasty
All
with
of which is
fire
Michelle
rate.
Obama.
Yes.
A dynasty with sick style. A dynasty with crazy dimes. A dynasty that makes Alexander the Great look like Alexander the... Okay. The dynasty that's been reigning for the past 25 years. Undefeated since '96. The USA basketball women's national team. 7-time consecutive gold medalist. And most importantly, women that make it possible for girls like me to feel like they can be a part of whatever dynasty they want.
Slim Johnson just said, "I'm tired, boss."
There's Asians on that team? Why'd they show the little Asian girl? I don't think there's any Asian women on that team.
She was talking smack about Alexander the Great. You don't... Just because that you're a fucking lesbian of color doesn't mean that you get to downplay the achievements of the great general.
DM'd you on the thing. Little convoluted. All right, I'll take a look real quick. If it ever loads.
I mean, just the fact that she goes, like, gay women, and referred to herself. Like, this is a scripted video, and I know her sexuality. It's just so fucking dull. This isn't winning anyone over. People are sick of it.
All right, mailman, I'm gonna have
We
to
knew
watch
you were
it.
gay. Look at your hair.
Yeah, it didn't really throw us for a loop on that one. And finally,
when you have to reference all of the things that people actually know are great, you just say how great they are. Even when you say, well, that's just drama. It's just the patriarchy. You mean it's just stuff that actually matters. That's why you're in the middle of making a case why this other thing should be paid attention to. But no one cares even by the end of it.
I think it's safe to say she failed that class.
I'm going to read this as written, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I love British street food. A whole potato topped with unmelted cheese and baked beans. Drunkle?
Yeah.
Is this legitimate food?
No. I mean, you can have a jacket potato, a baked potato. You call it with, you can have your baked beans on top of it. You can have your cheese on top of it. You can go for some gravy or something like that.
And beans?
But I mean, it's been known. It's been known.
Okay, so
And
this is British street food.
But no, it says, and they line up for hours for it. No, this post is clearly done tongue in cheek.
This looks like the first thing a dog would make after turning into a human. Yeah.
I mean,
Why do you guys still eat like the Germans are overhead?
Germans are still flying overhead, yeah. I think it's because we're a country that has a very proud history of suffering.
They have a thrifty menu.
What do you think? I'm not going to suffer just because? Jesus
There
Christ,
was
dude.
actually, I mean, there was a restaurant that actually only did baked potato. It was called Spud You Like. I never saw anyone eating there, though.
Do you have fat people in Britain? Like fat?
We do, yeah. I mean, documentary fat. I've seen a couple, but not our documentary fat is your American fat.
Because like
our
over
documentary
here,
fats are very different things.
we have like regular fat, then we have like death fat.
Yeah.
Do you guys have death fats?
We have death fats, yeah, but not in the sheer numbers that you guys have. But then, I mean, per capita, it's probably about the same.
What are they getting fat on?
Potatoes, cheese, and baked beans.
Because none of this shit looks good.
I thought it was crazy amounts of fried shit.
Yeah, I mean, fast food, I suppose. There's more fat people around now than there were in the 60s.
Well, I think that's because we use different oils in our foods now.
Well, no, you know, we also live in an ocean of abundance now. You know, you can get whatever you want whenever you want it.
I have an interesting theory, and we can end on this. It's a little convoluted, but I'm curious to see what you guys think on it. You know, I'm sure you've noticed portion sizes are much smaller than they were.
Like at restaurants?
Everywhere. At fast food joints, restaurants, like you get a thing of Oreos from the store, the regular
and also
Oreos.
More expensive as well. Shrinkflation, they call it.
Shrinkflation. Regular Oreos 5 years ago are like the double stuff compared to now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But the caloric intake on this smaller food has not changed. So I think that they are just cooking it with like vegetable oil and shit like that to make up for the caloric difference. So your Oreo is 1/4 smaller, but there's just 1/4 more shitty fucking oil calories in there.
Well, I don't know if it's a case of like they're still trying to keep the calorific intake the same, or caloric. I mean, they're not. I don't think they give a shit about that. It's really going to come down to the fact that they found a cheaper way of making them.
Yeah, which is
and it's
a
way that ain't
good
it's
worse for you.
Yeah, more calories. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, once again, the answer is always money.
Yeah, always. Okay, but that's it. You guys have anything you want to show before we get out of here?
Ooh, Technology Tuesday tomorrow as we continue with Fallout 4. Weeb Wednesday as we continue with Ghost of Tsushima. Nothing on Thursday because I work throughout the day. Friday, Five Finger Friday, and I'm hosting the AAA meeting. Saturday, we got Shanghai Saturday with Sleeping Dogs and a wee bit of Jackbox on Sunday. All over on twitch.tv/Drunkleplays.
Fantastic. Polly, what you got? You do a Norber?
I did do a Norber on Friday. It was a good time. I wasn't planning on going very long, and I didn't. I think we cut it short, just 6 hours, 10 minutes or so.
All right, guys.
Far wasn't there. She was off doing some IRL stuff. It was just Sam and myself, so it was low key, but it was a fun time. So you can check it out over on my channel. Yay! And then, also coming up Wednesday. But Drunkle can tell us where to find that.
I mean, I got to get the prompt from the host. There's really
Where
structure.
can they find us all next?
We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, the Silent Sin.
Lovely. Guys, check that out. Check out the Poly thing, the Drunkle Twitch, all that fun stuff, and the stream I did last night on the Sin and Sash channel. Go have fun over there. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for a very fun show, and for those who found us over here today, we will see you all on Wednesday.
See you later,
Tim.
And Tim.